To the simps of this world, dust is constant. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. This is Jenganjeru. Now, to simp is to overly react around the person you like. It is to show a lot of attention, exaggeration, and the likes. You saw the story of Winnie. Unakuja kwa mtu asubuhi, saa 8, saa 10 uko hapo na matunda. You are simping around and the person is turned off. So in this episode, I want to explain to you why people simp and why they should not simp and what they should do instead. So if you're new to this show, this is Jenganjeru. It's our new podcast here. We match men and women for the sake of marriage. When we are not matching them, we educate them. We enlighten them. Now, one of the reasons why people simp and why dust will remain constant and why people are likely to graduate from the international studies of dust mitigation, dust management, and dust approval is because they fail to understand one concept. You cannot negotiate desire. Can you? Let me know in the comment section. Can you negotiate desire? Desire can never be negotiated. Have you ever met somebody? I don't know whether I am speaking to people who have been in love at one point or another, or people who are already in love. And if they are not in love, they are looking forward to be in love. So listen carefully. One of the reasons why people simp is what we call scarcity mentality. And scarcity is that aspect of luck. Sio luck ya bahati, luck ya kukosa. The aspect of luck, kukosa, the scarcity mindset that I might not be able to get anybody else. I might not be able to get somebody else. In fact, there was a guy I was trying to match on this show. I brought him on the show and he was approached by a number of women. But there was this woman he loved so much. And the illusion that that woman was perfect and everything drove him crazy. To a point that he said, if that woman is not going to accept, I don't know what that woman learned later about the guy. She just dropped him off. But the guy refused to ever get matched again. And that's it. It's been like 9 months since Ronald was on the show. And he doesn't want women. He doesn't want to get another woman just because that lady said no. I don't want to mention her because she's not the subject of discussion. She said no. They interacted 2-3 days. She said no and it was done. She had her own reasons, of course. But Ronald has been simping message after message until he was blocked. That's what we call simping. Exaggeration. You are forcing attention. The guy is not interested. Dust is constant. If that person is not interested, there is nothing you can do. Even if we sing and we cry at the same time, even if we jump and we come down, the person will not be interested. Because desire can never be negotiated. If you've been in love at one point or another and the feeling was mutual, you felt that spark, that magnetic feeling, the emotion that drove you closer to the person every day. And the best reciprocal is when that person returns the favor, loves you in just the same way or even more. You feel like you belong to this world and the next one. Love is a beautiful thing. Magical, I'm telling you. But again, if that person is not feeling the same way and you continue to force it, kuna watu walisema tukianza hii mwaka, huu ni mwaka wa kuforce. Yeah, but you don't force love. What you say, jitume. Do your very best. And I always tell people, even if you approach somebody and that person refuses to talk to you, refuses to acknowledge that you really have some love towards them, just move on to the next partner. The world will not stop. But simping, no. I have seen men who simp. Let me tell you, there are people who get accepted by women because they simped a lot. The man cried, he was dramatic, and the woman was like, huyu nisipomchukua atajinyonga. At one point or another, when that guy will mess up and the gloves are off, that woman will just be leaving because it was not love at first sight. It was not love that brought her home. She's just tolerating you. The same case applies to women. So dust remains constant and you are likely to take a lot of dust if you do so, especially if you are the one communicating with the person in person. Oh, hii nichukue. hii nipende. Let us have some respect towards ourselves. I said until you love yourself properly, you cannot be able to love other people. Can you give what you don't have? Is it even possible under the sun? It is not. The standard measure, the SI unit of loving other people is self-love. Even Jesus said, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Not love yourself as you love your neighbor. I hope you get the difference. Love your neighbor as you love yourself, because the standard measure of loving other people is loving yourself. If you cannot love yourself, you cannot love other people. Can you? Can you, ladies and gentlemen? If you want to keep on mitigating dust and the consequences that come with that dust, and the sickness and disease that comes with that dust. You see, when you simp a lot, people are likely to take advantage. That's why you should never simp. I was looking at another woman, hapa kwa matiti yake, hapa kwa breast, andika jina Peter. And then she was left by that guy. Sasa ni nani atakubali unyonyeshe mtoto wake umeandika jina ya mwanaume mwingine? Haiwezekani. Nani atakubali unanyonyesha watoto wake na ushaandika? What is greater simping than that? Ushaandika nini? Jina ya mwanaume mwingine kwa matiti kwa sasa nani ata nini? Who is going to accept? By the time they learn it, and by the time they learn, they will be like, wait a minute, who is Peter? And ukimdanganya ni mzazi, ataangalia majina ya mzazi. And you are not likely to write the name of your parent in such a sensitive part. What are you trying to prove? So you will be caught up in the lie. And just like that, the relationship will be dead on arrival. So let us have some decorum. Even when you are dating, but gain some energy. Mtu anakupush, muna negotiate na mtu na yeye anajifanya si kama yeye ako dating. Mtu amekuja kwa jenganjeru, unamuapproach na ana behave ni kama hako amekuja. You leave him alone na unamwambia wengine, by the way, na hiyo kiburi yako you're not likely to get somebody. With that kind of kiburi, you will not get anybody. Umepata namba wapi? Kwa jenga. Amekwambia nataka nini? You joke a lot. Mwambia wewe ujui ni nini unataka. Niliona uko single. Stop entertaining these people. Have some balance. You see, even in sales, for those of you who are in business, even if you're not in business, you've ever gone out there to buy something. The person who holds the biggest bargain, that person holds more power. The person who wants that deal so much is the person who will be disadvantaged. If you want to buy this bottle, for instance, and this bottle is going for 1,000 shillings only, and you really need that bottle, nikikwambia sikati bei, hakuna kitu naweza fanya. Lakini sasa kama ni mimi nimekuapproach, nikwambia hii bottle ni ya 1,000 and it was not even within your budget, or yes you want bottles but not like this one, sio kama hii, because they are different shapes, they are different sizes. This is 1 liter 100 ml, unataka chupa, lakini sio kama, maybe you want a bigger bottle or a smaller bottle. You might give me an offer that does not even make sense, but depending on how desperate I am, you might end up saying niko na 130 na sina food. Sasa mimi chupa nitakula, sichukue chupa, nipatie 130. You might use it, yes, you might not even consider, but that's a cheap bottle to you. Lakini kama ulikuwa unataka exactly that color, that band, that straw, you wanted the same size, the same writings, everything on that bottle, nikikwambia ni 1,300, utafanya jitihada kwanza usikie ati nikuisha zinaisha, you will have to buy. But if I continue simping na ni mimi ninakuforce uchukue hii chupa, hata unaweza chukua na 50 bob, and there's nothing I can do about it. So that's this. Look at relationships where one man simps so much towards the woman. It's dead. The relationship is dead. If the man keeps on simping, unasikia analea watoto sio wake, anabadilishiwa tu watoto na hakuna kitu anaweza fanya. That's this constant. So I want you to not graduate from the University International Studies of Dust Mitigation and Management. Have you subscribed to our YouTube channel? Check whether you've done. Check whether you are even watching without subscribing, or whether you're watching without liking. And how do you like the podcast? So far, God bless you. Bye-bye.